My favorite episode of SpongeBob Squarepants was always the bubble stand from Season 1. It includes everything I like about this show, and today I want to show you my perspective and share my feelings about it. Without further ado, let's review the bubble stand. The episode starts with an amazing drawing of Conch Street, which is hidden by the nearby corals, located a few kilometers away from the houses of the main characters. It's a calm day in Bikini Bottom, whose atmosphere reminds me of Sunday morning from my childhood. The entire episode is infused with a feeling of Hakuna Matata, creating a perfect, relaxing atmosphere while watching it.
What a wonderful day.
SpongeBob calls it peaceful, and I totally agree with him.
The sun is out, the water is shimmering, scallops are chirping. So peaceful.
What a great day to blow some bubbles. So SpongeBob built a bubble stand where everyone can blow bubbles for 25 cents.
I thought
Hey, Squidward! Wanna blow some bubbles?
Squidward criticizes his idea, but it looks like the first customer is finally found.
like I would spend a moment of my time blowing bubbles.
Uh-huh.
Good morning.
Of course, Patrick has no money to blow bubbles, so he asks SpongeBob to borrow 25 cents.
Good morning to you, sir. Would you care to blow a bubble?
Oh, how much is it?
Only a quarter.
I'm gonna need to borrow a quarter.
Sure thing, Patrick.
Oh, 1/4.
Everything in this episode feels so familiar. It reminds me of the good old days from my childhood, when I, with my friends, played outside and had a lot of fun while doing some simple stuff like blowing bubbles. They didn't cost so much, so everyone could afford them.
Business is booming.
Patrick tries to blow some bubbles, but fails to do that, so he buys a lesson from SpongeBob, of course, without having a single penny in his pocket.
Very well then. Hey, Sponge, can I borrow another quarter? Thanks.
That's why I like classical SpongeBob. Even the fast-paced animation looked pretty good, being smooth and simple, and most importantly, it didn't ruin the entire atmosphere of the episode.
2, 3. Then pelvic thrust. Woo! Woo! Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it.
He is definitely a master at blowing bubbles. It is also a peak point of the entire episode. Using 2 hands, SpongeBob blew a giant bubble elephant, and Patrick started to laugh, saying, "It's a giraffe, haha."
It's a giraffe!
However, this giant bubble got right to the Squidward's house, and he wasn't glad about its visit.
Excuse me, sir, but we are closed.
Don't give me any of that. How can you two possibly make all this noise just blowing bubbles?
We are not just blowing bubbles, we're making bubble art. That's how SpongeBob wanted to impress Squidward with his unique bubbles, but unfortunately he didn't like that idea, upsetting SpongeBob and Patrick.
That's not art. That's just annoying. Blowing bubbles. That's the lamest idea I have ever heard.
When Squidward saw they went away, he wanted to blow a bubble on his own, but SpongeBob and Patrick immediately reacted by saying a price for a single attempt.
That'll be 25 cents, sir.
Whoa,
I really like that image as it perfectly describes the entire episode. There are only a few characters doing some stuff near the house of SpongeBob. I really enjoy all the episodes by taking actions exclusively on Conch Street, making this place even more comfortable and formidable, giving an unrepeatable feeling of coziness and even emptiness.
We also offer lessons for beginners.
Beginners? What could be more simple than blowing a stupid bubble?
The world is entirely empty, and only SpongeBob, Patrick and Squidward exist in it. Just by looking at some old images, I can go back to the time when I first watched this episode. Yet, let's get back to its reviewing. So, Squidward is trying to blow a bubble without listening to SpongeBob and Patrick's advice, and he fails every time.
Hey, Squidward, remember the technique? The Squidward technique. You do this and this. Step back.
He only manages to blow a gigantic bubble when he finally listens to them. Everyone is proud of Squidward, and he returns home like a champion.
That was so good.
Squid is #1.
I really did it, didn't I? You guys didn't blow anything like that.
However, he didn't blow a normal bubble. Instead, it's an angry one that takes away his home to the sky, only to blow up and teach him a good lesson.
Hello, my friends. You are looking at a
This is a unique image, as we can now see the entire Conch Street and the surrounding area. I didn't know that rocky corals surround Bikini Bottom. I wish we had an episode dedicated to it. I want to repeat once again how comfortable the entire street is, because I feel so strongly about it that it's hard to pull me away from enjoying it. I used to like this episode so much that I tried to repeat all the techniques of SpongeBob to blow an amazing bubble. I even sold my family some courses and bubble blowings for the same price as SpongeBob did. Yeah, I didn't build a bubble stand like he did, but it didn't stop me from enjoying the life and blowing bubbles while watching the episode. Some of them were incredibly big. I miss these moments, as I will never be able to repeat them, but I can always rewatch this episode and feel myself as a kid once again. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Here are some other videos you can watch as well.